We are already know about how these insects are made up of. These insects are mainly made up of the different segments, head, thorax, as well as abdomen. But we don't know about the segmentation process of these insects. Let's welcome to the class on insect segmentation. In this class, we in detail know about the primary segmentation, secondary segmentation, and different segments in detail. The insect body is mainly composed of a series of plates or a series of sclerites which are of varying degree in case of this hardness. Those sclerites are mainly repeated either by a soft membranous area. The soft membranous area is called as conjunctiva. This conjunctiva mainly helps in stretching of the body parts, especially in case of the grasshopper for laying the eggs in case of soil. They stretch their abdominal part with the help of this conjunctiva, then lay egg pods in soil, especially in case of locusts. We look insects as a whole, but when we look insect with respect to the individual segments, these individual segments are mainly composed of number of sclerites, and these number of sclerites are mainly linked or joined by different sutures, and these sutures are joined these sclerites, which gives the different body segments, and those the body segments are head, thorax, and abdomen. These are jointly organized to give a insect. The external groove, which mainly acts as an infolding of the cuticle of the outer body wall, is called as a sulci or sulcus. But the groove which marking the line of fusion of the two distinct plates or sclerates is called as sutures. For example, the sclapius and the labrum are joined by this suture called as clypeolabral suture. The insect body is divided into a series of segments. Those segments are called as somites, or also they are called as metameres. The anterior segment is called as acron. You can see the acron is here, and the posterior segment is called as a telson. This acron is also called as a prostomium, and the telson is also called as periprox. During the course of the evolution, different segments are fused in different ways, and the body is formally divided into three tegmata, or the three tagma called as head, thorax, and abdomen. Now let's jump into the different segmentation processes. The primary segmentation. This primary segmentation mainly seen in case of the soft-bodied insects like caterpillars, and in case of the embryonic stages, we can detect this primary segmentation. This segmentation is seen in case of the primitive arthropods, which are marked externally by the constrictions of the integument. You can see this constrictions of the integument. Internally, these constricted regions formed into the folds, and the segmental muscles also attached for this. You can see here the constrictions is here, and it is attached to the segmental muscles. Then we look into the secondary segmentation. This secondary segmentation is derived from the primary segmentation and found in case of the adult or winged insects as well as eterygotans. The membranous areas present in between the adjacent segment that do not coincide with the point of attachment of the segmental muscles, but are slightly anterior to them. They are attached. Here in the figure you can see the constriction is here and the muzzle is here. You can see the dotted line in case of both eterygotans, and in case of adult winged insects, the dotted line is showing muzzle attachment, and this point is called as uh, constriction point. In case of unsclerotized larva, or in case of caterpillars, you can see the constriction region, which is coincide with this dotted line, indicates segmental muscles. Abdominal segments mainly consisting of a dorsal sclerotized region called as tergum or notum, and the ventral sclerotized region called as sternum. You can see the dorsal sclerotized region, notum or tergum, and the ventral one is called as sternum. The individual sclerates that forms a subdivision of the tergum or sternum, those are called as tergites or sternites. This tergum as well as sternum are mainly supported by the lateral membranous region called as pleura. And this pleural region mainly found in case of the thorax region, but in case of the abdominal region, this is reduced or absent. During the process of segmentation, the internal ridge or apodeme is pronounced or formed. Those are called as anticosta, and the groove is called as anticostal suture. You can see here the anticostal suture is here, and the anticostal ridge or anticosta is here. And a small sclerite which is marked by the costal suture in case of tergum is called as acrotergite. You can see the acrotergite is marked here, and these they have advantage of overlapping hardened plates. Hence, these plates which have in protective function, and also these plates are mainly involved in helping the locomotion, especially in case of caterpillars. They have a important role, and also the muscles in case of secondary segmentation does not coincide with the particular definite muscles. Hence, these muscles are called as intersegmental muscles. Thank you.